Alright guys, we're gonna be doing something really awesome today. I've been thinking about this for a while, and there's been feelings that I've had for pretty much my entire life. Ever since I was a little kid, I've played Pokemon my entire life. But there's one thing that's never changed and never left me. I've had different favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon when I first started playing, back when I was a wee lad, was Bulbasaur, because he was the very first in my eyes. I know he wasn't the real first now, but he was number one in the Pokedex. How do you not love the lad? Favorite now, or what I would say my whole life, is Blaziken. But as I've gotten older, I've found the nicer things in other Pokemon. Like, I'm a big fan of Omastar. I love Ammonite. Stuff like that. But you see, one thing that's never changed with me is my least favorite Pokemon. I hate to come close. I hate Emolga. Deerling made me really mad for a long time. I despise Wingull and Pelipper. But nobody's ever been able to take the crown from the long-necked sheep Ampharos. I hate him so much. Words can't explain why, but I'm gonna do my best to put it into words here today. So, it sounds like a joke video. It's not. So, a long time ago, I made a video about this. Some people loved it. It's no longer on the channel. Today, we're making a new one. This is why I hate Ampharos, because people don't understand it. He's so popular. Everybody loves him. That's why I hate him. I'm not a fan of Charizard or Greninja either, but it goes deeper. There's a deeper story here. Growing up, I had one friend I played Pokemon with all the time. That's who I name all my rivals after. That would be rival Derek. Those of you on the channel know him. Every team the lad ever had the sheep. Use something different every time I would face him. He'd have that long neck Ampharos. It made me so mad. I'm like, there's so many cool electric types. Why him? Because they basically force a new player into liking it, because it's right there. So that's the deep-rooted, probably therapy-required reason that I hate Ampharos. But I'm gonna make you all hate Ampharos too. And if you don't, that's fine. You can have your own opinion. But it's wrong. We're gonna go ahead and roast Ampharos today. So normally people would make a diss track. I don't think I'm musically inclined, to tell you the truth. But in Ampharos, he couldn't really respond. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. He probably does, actually. People are weird. If you are the creator of the Ampharos YouTube channel, my humblest apologies. Anyways, we're here on Searby, where legends come to life. And today, I'm going to spark a brand new legend. The legend of why Ampharos is the worst Pokemon of all time. And I'm going to give valid reasons and points. You can bomb this video with dislikes if you love the sheep guy. I welcome it. It's interactions on my video. Anyways, we're going to go to the Pokedex here. We're going to look up the sheep. I hate him. Don't ask why. Oh, right. I was going to say, don't ask why I know his Pokedex number. But he's not in Sword and Shield. Reason number one. He wasn't even good enough to make it into Sword and Shield. I don't care what you have to say. It's his fault. His fault. The Dexit happened. Ampharos caused Dexit. They were like, people use him too much. We gotta cut a bunch of them. That's exactly what happened. He was the reason. You can't prove me otherwise. He caused the Dexit, all right? All you national Dexters on Twitter that comment on every single post Pokemon ever tweets, start posting a picture of Ampharos with its head cut off and saying, Ampharos caused this. Don't blame Game Freak. It was Ampharos. Okay. Enough rambling on. First thing wrong with Ampharos, number 181. That's a problem. It's uneven. Get it out of here. Next up, it's the light Pokemon. You guys ever hear like your parents or somebody older say, you got a light? It's referencing nicotine. That's a problem. You do not smoke. You don't vape. It's bad for you. Don't do it. Next up. It's got static. That's a good battling ability. I'll give you that. It's nice to have. You can't even hug your own Ampharos without getting paralysis. Think about it. What's the point of a pet you can't hug? And don't you dare say, I have a porcupine and he's nice. I don't want to hear about it. That's enough. I'm moving on from there. Base happiness. He's never happy. That's a problem. You can't even get him in the wild. That's another problem. Lots of problems here. He has one weakness. That's a problem if you're not him. It's good for him. I'll give you that much. Let's get into the Pokedex entries. This ought to be good. Surely the Pokedex guy has some taste. Surely he's a man of taste. And just roasts him, right? Ultra Sun. The light from its tail can be seen from space. This is why you can always tell exactly where it is. Which is why it usually keeps the light off. So I was going to say, he's bothering the aliens 24/7. They're like, I'm trying to get some sleep. Turn the lights off. But he does keep it off. I'll give him that. Bonus points for Ampharos. Didn't think I'd say that today. Next up, Ultra Moon. Its tail shines bright and strong. Yeah, we know that. It's been prized since long ago as a beacon for sailors. So sailors rely on it. But it keeps its light off. You cannot tell me that's okay. Sailors are getting lost at sea because Ampharos is like, I'm a little too bright. But listen, unforgivable. Next up, excess energy from Mega Evolution stimulates its genes. And the wool it had lost grows again. Could be good for farmers. Oh, this is the Mega Evolution. Oh, we ain't even got started on that. Never once has cut his hair. He's putting barbers out of business. Unforgivable. Can't believe this. And it breaks the mold. What if people wanted that mold for something? Like, it's not even thinking about other people and their feelings. It's just like, I'm gonna break the mold. I'm gonna show up. Mold's broken. And it's a dragon type. Why? Like, I got nothing to say about that, but why? Like, okay, I got something to say about that. There's so few dragon types. They're supposed to be mythical and cool, and Ampharos is like, I've got hair. Like, It's making a mockery of dragons. I can't believe it. It's literally making a mockery of dragon-type Pokemon. That's unforgivable. Personally, makes me sick. We'll get more into Pokedex entries here in a moment. Let's see what moves it can have. So, it can turn its fists into fire, fists of flame, you know, like your boy the Murray. But what if you were just sleeping in your bed and your Ampharos was sleeping with you, you know, 6 feet apart? For obvious reasons and because of static. You don't want to get paralyzed in your sleep. It's having a dream about fighting. Fist comes ablaze. Burns your whole house to the ground. That's a problem. Can't have Ampharos in the house. Get it out of here. Cotton spores. One day you're sitting there, you're working, and it sneezes. Spores will fly up in the air. Now you're slowed. You can't finish your work. You get expelled from school because you didn't finish your homework, and you give them the typical excuse. My Ampharos spread cotton spores around the house. And she's like, typical excuse. What are you going to tell me next? Your grandbull ate your homework? Listen, it's not going to work. You failed math class. You got to do summer school, and it's all because of the naked sheep. Calm down. It's fine. Cotton guard. It can make you unable to leave the chair because you're stiff because there's cotton balls all over the place. That's okay. That's what it learns by level up. Don't even get me started on people that have a fear of thunder and lightning. It's a real thing. I made a video about it a long time. It's no longer on the channel. Ampharos learns thunder upon level up. It's one of the few Pokemon. It could literally scare somebody to death. It could give somebody a heart attack, drop dead, because it sparked their #1 phobia. And it doesn't care. How do I know it doesn't care? Can't talk. Can't tell me it doesn't care. It might go, and it's like, that tells me I don't care. No. I don't care is what he's saying. Let's go to Gen 7. Pokedex entries for Gen 7. Ampharos, hit me with it. Oh, Gen 6. That's right. It's not in Galar. The tail's tip shines brightly and it can be seen from far away. It acts as a beacon for lost people. Isn't that nice? But it gives off so much light that it can be seen from space. So, harm the aliens' eyesight. Help lost people. It's a 50-50. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Ampharos is never actually helping anybody. It's always hurting somebody. Lost person might be a murderer, might save a lost murderer. They go home, kill 2 people. But you could have not saved him and made the aliens happy. Think of the Clefairy. They're just going, Clefairy, ah! Like, think about it. They're jumping around doing their happy little dance. All of a sudden, they're blinded because an Ampharos's tail decided to light up. And don't even forget the people on the ground. You're walking down the street. Little Timmy's got his Ampharos. They're going on a stroll to the park. Ampharos gets all happy. Tail lights up. You've literally blinded old man Jim next door. He's lost his eyesight. 60 years old. It's an absolute shame. Listen, I've had glasses my entire life. You do not want to have trouble seeing. I take these off. I'm blind. It's like an Ampharos is in my house. Absolutely unforgivable. Next up, black and white. Tip of its tail shines brightly. People sense signals using the tail's light. Let me get this straight. Ampharos was used to contact the aliens? Listen, I don't want to hurt them, but I don't want them here. Like, that's frightening. And it was used to send sea navigation beacons to distant foreign shores. So Ampharos is literally the Pokemon that contacts foreign life. Whether it be on land, in space. Destiny Deoxys. It could have contacted Deoxys. And you guys saw what happened in that movie, right? I don't remember. It's been a really long time. But I remember Deoxys was not exactly what we call friendly. Let's see. Destiny Deoxys. It's been a little bit. I'm pretty sure Deoxys did some bad stuff. Did it not? I have no idea. Either it could. It's a legendary. It could wreak havoc. I digress. Surely Ampharos is a little better in its debut gen, right? It's a new Pokemon. It's a big... This is where everybody fell in love with it. For some reason. Also, how big is that neck, actually? It's literally 4'7". It's at least a third of it. Maybe a fourth. You tell me it's got a foot-long neck. Like, you go to Subway and you're like, I want a foot long. And they're like, I don't understand. You're like, Ampharos neck. And they're like, I got you. And then they whip up a foot long. That's essentially what's going on here. Pokedex entry. Bulbapedia. Well, Searby, you don't have it? It's understandable. I love you, though, Joe. Bulbapedia is going to have it for me. Bulbapedia is my backup. It's always backup. Searby's best. Let's do it. Ampharos. It's gonna be okay. And don't even started on Amphi. That's a scary thought. Pokedex entries. Gold, silver, crystal. Can be seen from far away. Beacon is lost people. We kind of got that by now. Stadium 2. The tail's tip shines brightly. Seen far away. It gets dark. Light so bright. Shiny tail can be seen. Yeah. We get it. I get it. Oh, I think we've gotten that part now. Is there anything new? Amphi. Anime. Think about this. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, disgusting. Don't get me started on this. You know what? I don't want to hear, that's not what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like. Does that Mareep, do those Mareep look like they're happy with this? Rest my case. That's enough to end the video on, honestly. But we're not done yet. Let's see what happened in the anime with Ampharos. So, Jasmine had an Ampharos that lights up the Glitter Lighthouse, right? But it was sick. Had to get medicine. So think about all that time. People couldn't find their way home because it decided to catch the Rona, maybe. You don't know what year this was set in. It could be 2020. They just did not tell us. It did not abstain 6 feet away. It decided no mask necessary, and it got sick. There's no excuse. Always wear your mask. Absolutely. Let's continue. Watt used an Ampharos to free Ash, Brock, and Misty from Team Rocket. But it battled May's Skitty. It picked on a little Skitty. Unforgivable, honestly. Shago's Ampharos battled his son Corey's Charizard. Really, it was used to train a little boy. How old was Corey? Little boy. He's a little boy. Wait. Who's Shago? Little boy. I mean, yeah, look. Child. Just at least 8, right? Used it to pick on a child and his Charizard. Unforgivable. McCall uses Ampharos electricity to make special potions for a pharmacy. Nah, really? It did something good? What happened? Surely something went wrong. It's been a while. I don't remember this episode exactly. Whoa. Marshtomp and Flaffy are both in the monster egg group, meaning they cannot breed. Ampharos, buddy. Not allowed. I don't know what you're doing. Surely he's just hugging a friend. I can't judge. Let's see what happened here. Did Ampharos like that, Flaffy? Because that's not acceptable. Can't date your own species. Not acceptable here. You know what? I don't want to know. Let's continue. Karsten has an Ampharos that assists him with his work at the Valley Windworks. Ampharos and helping people. Seems like they want to help, but they suck at it. Drifloon on the wind. Oh. Did it help Drifloon reach the Valley Windworks? And Drifloon is a Pokemon that carries children away. Hold on. Get ready for this. It tugs on the hands of children to steal them away. Don't pay attention to that part. It steals children. And Ampharos enabled that behavior. It's a monster. It comes from a monster egg group Pokemon. It's literally a monster. I can't believe this. It helps people drive trains. Ellie owns an Ampharos that always tries to help her at the farm, but is unsuccessful. I just said that. It's the literal backstory of Ampharos. They want to help, they suck at it, and they harm people. That's a problem. Meyer as an Ampharos is often accompanying him on his motorcycle? Who is Meyer? Another little boy? Another little boy. Ampharos. I think I've rested. Oh, don't get me started on the Ampharos from Super Mystery Dungeon. He refers to himself as the Dashing Wanderer. He's full of himself. He's cocky, and he thinks he's too good to be with anybody else. So he's on his own, and he's the chief of the Expedition Society. Unbelievable personality. He's the leader who has a poor sense of direction. He can't do nothing. Ampharos suck at everything. I have proved my point. I literally... He is also rather forgetful, inept. I've been getting to that. And tends to treat rules as more of a suggestion. And will occasionally either bypass or simply remove a rule. Ampharos, the harmful Pokemon. I'll create a Pokedex entry. I'm Professor Oak. I'm assigning new Pokedex entries. Ampharos, the harmful Pokemon. It tries to help others, but is usually unsuccessful in doing so, getting people hurt, or sometimes worse, even killed. Ampharos also tries to contact aliens to assist him in his quest for world domination. You have seen me bash Ampharos to death. I would love to hear you bash your favorite Pokemon, your least favorite Pokemon. It's not my favorite Pokemon. You heard nothing in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Click the dislike button on your way out if you disliked it. And if you enjoyed it, cool. I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry, I just had hate on my mind. I mean, love for other people in Pokemon, and I'd love to see something so harmful not be there anymore. That's what I meant.